money.
Where?
Here.
What?
What's it? I don't know how to say that.
Say it again?
No, because you're gonna make fun of me.
Daddy free?
No, stop.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You forgive me?
No.
You're still mad at me? Hi guys, I'm Georgie, and I recently got back from an amazing vacation to Tulum and Playa del Carmen in Mexico, and I want to share my experience with you. I want to tell you all about what we did and where we stayed and what we ate. So if you're planning on going to Tulum and or Playa del Carmen yourself, maybe this video can be helpful. So we flew out from JFK Airport, New York City. Our round trip fare was $420 a person, and that was the cheapest we could get at the time that we booked it. But the only catch was there was a 9-hour layover in Mexico City. We made it to Mexico City Airport. It's 12 a.m. here, which means it's about 2 a.m. New York time. So we're gonna be hanging out here for another 6 hours. You wanna get drunk? Salud. After what felt like 24 hours of traveling, we finally landed in Cancun, and I was able to bask in the warm Mexican sun. Yo voy a cantar esta canción, yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente. Okay, so from the airport, we got bus tickets to Tulum, and they cost us about 260 pesos a person, which is around maybe $26. I do believe it's much cheaper if you get them online, but we didn't know. So it took us about 2 hours to get to Tulum, and then... What's up, guys? We finally made it to Tulum. Drinking some Modelo's. Feels good to be here after traveling for 20 hours, but now we're eating some nachos with some spicy salsa. We're gonna chow down a little bit, drink some beers before our room's ready, and then we're gonna go back to our hostel, hopefully take a shower because we feel disgusting, and then maybe hit the beach or something. So the hotel we stayed at was called a Weary Traveler Hostel. It was a really cool spot right in the center of town. We did get a private room, and for 2 nights that was around $86 US. Right next to the hostel, there's a dive shop where you could book excursions and also rent bicycles, which is what we did. On our way to the beach, Valentina's too short to reach the pedals, so she's having a very hard time riding.
Also, cars are coming really close to me and I feel like I'm gonna die.
I'll see you at the beach. The water was absolutely gorgeous. Super warm, super amazing. That night at the hostel, there was this really cool percussion band that came. There was dancing and drumming, and everyone was hanging out, having a good time. And yeah, that was our first night. Oh, and after that, we took a stroll through town and got some ice cream. We ate a lot of ice cream that week. The next day we woke up and we rented our bikes again, and we were off to see some cenotes. We got an early start on the day, got up around 8 o'clock, got some bikes, and now we're hopefully, I know we're not gonna be the first ones, but hopefully we're not gonna be one of 500 people at the cenote. But this is our first cenote experience here in Mexico. All right, so they say we got a shower before we're going to the cenote, so. We just finished up at the Grand Cenote. Now we're coming to Cenote Calavera. So we're gonna see what this one's all about. Woo! So there's this big hole where people are just jumping into. And so a little public service announcement. If you're going to be jumping into the hole, please be aware of your surroundings because when me and Valentina went to go jump, some guy, I guess, didn't see us. We didn't see him.
Finish her.
And he kind of jumped into her and she got hurt. So please be careful.
Game over.
Okay, so after we got done with our cenotes, we went down to the ruins. This is a park and an archaeological site where there's some old Mayan ruins, and you could also make your way down to the beach. When we got there, it was packed and crawling with people, and we were just kind of looking for a beach, so if you just want a relaxing beach experience, this is probably not the place to go, but if you are into history and ruins, definitely check it out. But go early. So that night we went to this awesome taco spot in town called Antojitos La Chiapaneca. It was really good and also super cheap. The tacos were like 10 pesos or 15 pesos if you want it with cheese, but that's still like under $1. It's like 50-60 cents for a taco. So for $3 or $4, you could pretty much stuff yourself to the gills, and that's what we did. When we got in, we were able to sit down right away, but as we were leaving, there was a line out the door. So again, get to places early. Okay, so that night, me and Valentina actually got a little bit sick. I got more sick than her. I don't know if it was the tacos or the drinking or maybe some water that I drank, but I had a very long date with the toilet all night, so.
He had diarrhea.
The next morning we slept in a little bit, and then this was the day that we switched hotels. We moved down to another hotel that we had booked closer to the beach called Hotel Tropicalito. It was a hotel, not a hostel, so we had good water pressure. We took a taxi from the center of town. It cost around 100 pesos. I would really suggest that you decide on the price with the driver before you get into the car because they'll always try to give you the gringo price. We definitely paid it a bunch of times. Generally, we paid between 100 and 200 pesos depending how far down the beach we were going.
We crashed.
We did an ATV excursion through a company called iTours Mexico. We got an ATV and we were zipping around the jungle, and we got to go into 2 different cenotes. We rappelled into one of them, which was a little bit scary, but we were the only ones there. It was just us 2 and our guide, and it was a really intimate, cool experience that I would really recommend that you guys try. This was an awesome trip. It was only $85 for the both of us.
And we didn't expect like any of this. We were expecting like a lot of people and like 5 ATV like driving next to us, but it's just us, and it's amazing.
So after our ATVs, we wanted to go find another beach. So there are some public beaches in Tulum that don't cost money to get into, but if you wanted to use chairs and have umbrellas and amenities, you kind of have to go to a beach club. And what a beach club really is just a hotel or a restaurant that opens up its beach area to guests, and to use their chairs, you just need to pay either a cover or spend a minimum amount on food. So what we did a lot was we would just skip breakfast and then have like a brunch or lunch at the beach because we're gonna buy lunch anyway, so we just ate there and we used their chairs and we can hang out at the beach all day. If you want to use some chairs and you don't want to buy food, one place that I would recommend is called La Eufemia. It's a taqueria, but we didn't buy any food there. We just bought a couple drinks. Nobody bothered us, nobody came up to us, and the beach was very nice, very open. One more beach recommendation that I have is called Caleta Tanca. It's a little further down the road, so you do need to take a taxi. It's a hotel that has a regular beach and chairs and amenities, but it also has this really beautiful cove where the cenote meets the ocean, and it also has a regular cenote on the property as well for you to enjoy. So that night we had dinner at this spot called Mateo's Grill, which was right across the road from our new hotel. And there was a sign outside that said best fish tacos on earth, and believe me, it did not disappoint. Those fish tacos were on point.
We are eating the best fish tacos in the world. They're in Mexico though, so you have to come. There was also a really great band playing there, so me and Valentina danced a little salsa, people clapped for us, it was really cute. So that was the last thing that we did in Tulum, and then we took a bus and we went down to Playa del Carmen. This is our room in Playa del Carmen at Quinta Margarita. Look how big this bed is, wow. We checked in, we took a shower, we got ready, and we took a stroll through town. So, we're in Playa. Finally doing a little bit of vlogging. I've been a little bit lazy. We're heading to dinner right now. We just spent the whole day at the beach. We went to a beach club called Mamitas. And here's her.
We're going to a restaurant on the beach. The name's Fusion Beach something.
Yeah, so we're gonna get some dinner right now. Here's Fifth Avenue. Fifth Avenue is basically where all the action's happening. There's tons of restaurants and shops and vendors trying to sell you trinkets and jewelry. Our hotel was located in a really great spot because it was really close to Fifth Avenue where all the action happens, but it wasn't so close that you could hear the music all night. And it was also a really short walk to the beach. We had dinner that night at a restaurant called Fusion.
We love it. We just got here like 2 seconds ago and it's perfect.
There was live music, the food was decently priced. We were there on a great night because we got to see this beautiful blood moon rising. I saw something on the water and I was like, hey, is that a boat? This giant moon just rises and it was really romantic. Another spot that we went to for dinner that was really great was called Zenzi, and that's another place on the beach, another place with live music, and the food was great. The portions were huge and it was super affordable. So if you guys like eating on the beach, if you guys like live music, Fusion and Zenzi are definitely two spots you should check out in Playa del Carmen. I mean, the way I figured it is like, you're in Mexico, you might as well eat dinner on the beach, right? You could eat dinner in a brick building anywhere. So on our last full day in Playa del Carmen, we booked a snorkeling trip to Cozumel. While we were walking down Fifth Avenue, a nice man named Edgar Gervasio, I have his business card here, Edgar, he flagged us down and said, hey man, you want to go snorkeling? And we said, well, we have nothing else to do, so let's do it. So we took a Windjet ferry from Playa del Carmen to Cozumel. People from the company met us there and we hopped on a boat and went to the reefs.
You look like you had like plastic surgery on your lip.
You too. Do I look like Kylie Jenner?
Yeah. The snorkeling experience was really, really beautiful. The reefs were gorgeous. There were fish swimming right next to us. And after we swam over the regular reef, they took us to something called El Cielo, which is a protected area that has a lot of starfish. The next day was unfortunately our last day in Mexico. We had to go back home. Last day in Mexico. Sad.
I'm happy because we came here for a week, but I don't want to leave. I mean, who wants to go to New York after this? And knowing that New York is like 35 degrees right now.
Probably like 45.
Not really.
So we had breakfast at a beach club and we packed our things and we got a taxi back to the airport. I think we paid around 600 pesos. We could have taken the bus, but we just wanted to do the easier thing.
Are you recording? Yeah.
Vacation's over. Now we have to go back to the real world where life sucks and everything's horrible. So yeah, that was our vacation to Mexico. We had an amazing time. I hope this video was helpful to you. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know by hitting the like button. I would love to continue to make videos like this, so if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.